Hi, it is me, LD2V. You might be wondering why I'm here on the second channel and not the main channel. Um, Mainly because I do want to do this all one take, so that's why I'm putting this here. But also, I can't do much editing right now because obviously this. You may be wondering why this is there, and I'll have a separate video going into it. But mainly, I just bent my hand, so I can't really do much of it right now. But I wanted to come on here and do a little bit of my take and my POV of like the Game Awards and what I'll be voting for. I kind of did something similar to this a couple years back. If you remembered, like I think it was like the Kids Choice Awards thing. Like I think it was back on like my old channel, like not my old channel, but like way couple years ago. But I did something like that towards that, and now I wanted to do it again for the Game Awards, and it's literally free content too. So, um, I that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna vote here, give my little thoughts and opinions, and we're gonna go from there. So let's start it off. Obviously, this is the first category. Just booted me into Game of the Year. I didn't think we were gonna get this till like the last one, but here we go. I guess that's how the Game Awards website is. But anyway, um, Game of the Year. We got Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I will say this, and I will say this on a personal note. Um, Mario Wonder ain't winning. It literally just came out, so there's the gullible right there. Um, if I'm gonna be honest, though, it's probably gonna be between Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, and Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, I haven't seen too much of, but I know I've seen. I think I've seen Raccoon stream it a couple times, and I don't know too much about the game. I do know Spider-Man. Um, it is like those three right now are like the really like top contenders right now, especially since even though Spider-Man 2 literally just came out. So, um, I'm gonna vote for Tears of the Kingdom, but I know for a fact it's gonna be like either one of those three because it's gonna be stacked. We'll see. Best game direction. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. That's a good question. Okay, so I know it won't be Alan Wake. I will say that right now. Mario and then Mario Wonder again. It does have good like game direction, but unfortunately, right now it literally just came out, so it does like not enough like audience reception type. Same thing with Spider-Man. But I feel like Spider-Man has like more of like a better, like I guess, game direction in terms of like story. Same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. Um, for right now though, I feel like it's gonna come down to mainly these two because I know they have like a good like storytelling like base direction, but I'm gonna go Tears of the Kingdom here since it did just came out like a couple months like before Spider-Man 2. So we got the loading here. All right, best narrative. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. I will say this: I did not expect Cyberpunk to be on here. That is a surprise. But um, I will say this: it might be up. It's gonna be again Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, and Spider-Man 2. I feel like it might come down to these two, like Fire Fantasy and like Spider-Man 2, because I've seen the trailer for Final Fantasy, the recent one, and it looks quite promising. I will say this: it has quite a deep like story in terms of like the characters and stuff like that. So I feel like personally, I am going to vote for Spider-Man 2, but Spider-Man, like Final Fantasy, I will not be surprised if it does, like, come out on top here. So, Here we go. Ooh, okay. So best art direction. All right. So we got Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Liza P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom. I do not know about Liza P, so I'm skipping that. Alan Wake 2, also. Um, See, here's the thing. This is gonna be tough because I know Hi-Fi Rush's art style. I've played a little bit of the game so far, and I like the art concept they did with this, especially with like the direction they went with it. So, um, this could be a good contender. Um, Kind of the same thing with the two Nintendo games too. I'm surprised. I will say this right now. I'm surprised that Nintendo has gotten quite a bit of nominations here. And well, it is expected, but like I didn't expect Mario Wonder to like get the nominations like as quite many because it literally just came out like what a month ago. So um, I won't be surprised too much if it doesn't win like too many awards, but it's gonna if I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be either between Hi-Fi Rush, Tears of the Kingdom, maybe Alan Wake, because I've seen like from like the concept alone, I've seen like how like the game concept is with the art direction and stuff, and it's gonna be tough. It's like if it's more like say more I guess like dynamic I guess or like dramatic, then it's gonna be like a lot more. You're gonna need a lot more like I guess like art direction for that. So um, it might be up to these three, but again, I am going to vote for. I would vote for Hi-Fi Rush. It's a close second place, but I feel like this might be a Zelda sweep here. We'll see. Best score in music. Okay, Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy, Hi-Fi Rush. Now this is different. Okay, so I will say this though. It might be these three. It might be these three. Maybe up to these. This is gonna be tough, actually, because as kind of like a music guy, in sort of sense, I haven't really gotten into like too much like video game music, but I know for a fact there are a couple tracks that bang out here, and personally, Hi-Fi Rush, it's a close second place for me because I know they did real good with like music and the rhythm too. It's literally the what do you call this? Like literally the concept of the game. It's literally just like what is it? Crypto the Necrodancer, I think it's called. Yeah, and the Cadence of Hyrule. It's kind of like that, but it's more of like a 3D based type, and I like that. So this is a close second place, but of course Zelda. There you go. Best audio design. Okay, Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4. Best in-game audio and sound design. Spider-Man is good, but I feel like Hi-Fi Rush is gonna have to win one of these because it is within like the concept right there. So I will vote for Alan Wake, not Alan Wake, Hi-Fi Rush. Best performance. Okay, I know a little. I don't know too much about like the what do you call this? The voice acting community and stuff like that. But I do recognize two faces here. Um, Idris Elba. I know he was in SNL a couple times, and this is the new like like current at least Spider-Man like actor. So, oh yeah, and Final Fantasy too. Wow. Um, I feel like Adrian Ebus will probably take it here. Probably, we'll see. Innovation and accessibility. So this is the one that has pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology. Um, this is I don't know too much like about accessibility, but um, I guess maybe Spider-Man probably has that. I'm gonna say that I haven't looked too much. Games of Impact. Okay, so I've seen. Oh, okay. So I've seen a little bit of Goodbye Volcano High and Venba, and I guess a little bit of because I've seen like the trailers of these like when Nintendo did those like indie directs and stuff like that, and they're pretty good. I will say though, Venba will probably have a good choice, but this is tough for me because I haven't seen the rest of these games yet. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and vote with the one that looks promising. I feel like Venom will probably be the right choice. Next question. All right. Best ongoing game. Okay, Apex Legends, Cyberpunk, uh, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Genshin. I have an absolute feeling that Genshin Impact will probably win or Fortnite. So as much as I love like Cyberpunk, there's not really as much like loving the Apex. There is quite a bit. It might be a third place contender. Final Fantasy. Um, there is quite a lot of community love for this, but I feel like it will go towards Fortnite and Genshin. But I feel like it's since they brought back the OG map, a lot of people are gonna be voting for Fortnite. But if I'm gonna be honest, Genshin is gonna have the more of a better vote here, because I know there's a lot of people within the Genshin community who would want this to win, and I honestly do not blame them, 100%. Best community support. Okay, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy, No Man's Sky. Okay, Final Fantasy is gonna get love, but it has to be Baldur's Gate 3. I've seen quite a bit of this, and again, I've seen quite a couple people stream it. Cough, cough, raccoon. So I won't be too surprised if it wins there. Best independent game. Okay, I haven't seen none of these before. So, Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Foo Finder, Steve Stars, Dredged. This is a good question. Okay, I don't know too much about indie stuff. I'm just gonna go with like a random one here. I would skip it, but like, mm, it would not be right. And I feel like they're probably gonna have a requirement for me to go back again and vote of those. So, um, I am just gonna go ahead and vote for, I guess, Dave the Diver. Screw it. Why not? All right. Best debut. Okay. All right. Pizza Tower. Don't even start with that. Okay. I'm surprised Pizza Tower would even be on here. I didn't expect Pizza Tower to be on here, but I feel like since it got a lot of community love throughout this game and the memes that came from it, I feel like this is gonna have the majority votes. So Pizza Tower, I will be playing that on stream soon eventually. Hello, best mobile game, Final Fantasy, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now too. I am surprised a Hello Kitty game would make it on here. That is quite a wild card. I am quite surprised for that. But I feel like Honkai Star Rail is probably going to take it because again, the Hoyoverse people and like the Genshin and the Honkai community is quite powerful. So I won't be too surprised if they take it here. But yeah, Gran Turismo. Okay, so best VR and AR. So Gran Turismo, Horizon, Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Sipes, Resident Evil. I feel like for me, okay, I would vote for this, but like, it's literally just for the plot alone. If I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to like stunning stuff, I feel like it might be Gran Turismo. I won't. I like it. This is gonna be a wild card for me. It's gonna be a wild card if Resident Evil wins, but I feel like Gran Turismo, I could see having like AR stuff quite a bit, and it would make sense. So, all right, best action game. All right, I have no shot. Hi-Fi Rush is not winning. There's no shot about that. Um, but they have Armored Core 5, Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Runner 2. I'm not really an action guy. I would vote for Hi-Fi Rush, but to be honest, I feel like it might be either one of these four. So I'm gonna go on a wild card here. I've seen Dead Island 2 in the trailers, and I feel like that would be a good candidate. I feel like that would be a good candidate to take it overall. It might be here or Ghost Runner 2, but I am going to vote Dead Island. I would vote Hi-Fi Rush. I would, in all honesty, but then again, this is action, so. Okay, best action and adventure. Alright, Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, So, I'm gonna be honest. These two are gonna be wiped away. It's gonna come down to Resident Evil 4, Spider-Man 2, and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Um, Resident Evil 4. This is gonna be a close third place. Um, I don't know so much about these two though. This is gonna be close because I know Spider-Man has more of like a graphically like dynamic way of like telling stories, and I don't blame Insomniac. They're really good. They did really good with Miles Morales. They did really good with the original Spider-Man game. So I'm not gonna be surprised if Spider-Man is going to take it. Tears of the Kingdom, kind of like the same thing. This is gonna be close because I know Koji Kama and I know the people behind Zelda. They've worked so hard for the storyline of this game and like the combat for it to be really good. And I understand it so far. I it makes sense to why Nintendo is like good with like Zelda's storytelling, and I don't blame them there. But then again, this is going to be close, and I feel like because of like the community service, maybe Zelda might take it, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close between these two. Best RPG. I do not know all of these. Final Fantasy. I'm surprised Final Fantasy's here. I am surprised Starfield is here. No shot to Todd Howard. I have no idea if this is gonna win. If the Bethesda is like doing too much cooking, they might be a contender, but um, I don't see too much of it because it. Then again, for RPGs and stuff, you have to have, and I'm saying this for like mini games too. It's like a movie. You gotta have like something at least to like keep the audience like at least interested and hooked. So it's exactly what Final Fantasy and Baldur's Gate 3 continues to do right here. It's gonna be either one of these three. This is gonna be a close third place. I feel like this might be a close second to third place duel over here. But let's be honest, Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna have like a lot more to do. So I am going to vote for that. And I don't blame that right there. Alright, best fighting game. I am surprised Nickelodeon made it on here somehow. It just barely came out, which is the funny thing. That is funny to me. God of Walk, Mortal Kombat 1, Pocket Bravery, Street Fighter 6. It's gonna come down to Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, I feel like. But if I'm gonna be honest, Street Fighter got a little bit more love, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But then again, Mortal Kombat is also, well, I feel like there was a lot more. Both of these actually were kind of equal, if I'm gonna be honest. But if I'm gonna be honest here, Street Fighter kind of has a little bit more action, and I've seen a lot more people like stream it like on the day of. So stream up Street Fighter. It is a good game though. I really want to get into it. All right, best family game. Here we go. Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I am surprised Party Animals is here. It barely just came out. I don't know how. But it's gonna be mainly down to these three. No offense to Disney, but it's gonna be either Pikmin Sweep, Sonic Sweep, or Mario Sweep. It's probably gonna go towards Mario Wonder because the community reception for that is like nuts. But I'm gonna go with my gut here. Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4. I feel like it's more. I don't think it's not like more like like family type oriented, but it's literally one of the only nominations it got here. So why not? Best sim strategy. Okay, Fire Emblem Engage, Pikmin 4, Company of Heroes 3, City Skylines 2, Advance War. Why? What? Best sim. Okay, wait. Actually, it makes sense. Simulation, because City Ben. Okay, it makes sense. It would be okay. This is all. I'm surprised Advance Wars is here. Um, I feel like the Fire Emblem Advance might win this one, probably. But I am going to vote Pikmin 4 again. I will be a close duel between Fire Emblem and stuff like that. Sports, okay. I'm just gonna say on a whim, I would vote for Hot Wheels, but I know for a fact Forza's gonna win that. What else we got? But best multiplayer. Baldur's Gate 3, Dwabble 5, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Mario Wonder. So I know for a fact Street Fighter is out because I know multiplayer. The multiplayer is good. I will say that, but it doesn't have enough compared to like these four. Party Animals, it's a good and Diablo, but it's not as close compared to Baldur's Gate 3 and Mario Wonder. But I will say this though, Mario Wonder just came out, and I don't think it's gonna get as much reception compared to all the other nominees. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Baldur's Gate 3. Mainly because, alright, best adaptation. This is for like TV shows and stuff. Gran Turismo, Last of Us, Mario movie. Okay, yeah. I will say this. Mario movie is good. I will say Mario movie is good. Last of Us is a good like second place too. I will say this. It's gonna be either one of these two. Gran Turismo, it exists, but it's like the movie adaptation was not good, honestly. Castlevania, same thing. It's gonna be either one of these three. Twisted Metal, same thing too. For some reason, PlayStation was not really doing good with movies. Like I will say this, other than The Last of Us. So it might be. This is a close third place, but it's gonna be either one of these two. We will see. We will see. It might. Mario movie might have the edge though. All right, most anticipated game: Final Fantasy, Hades, Like a Dragon, Star Wars Outlaws, Tekken 8. It's gonna be in either second place here. So it's gonna be Star Wars, Hades, and Final Fantasy. As much as it's like these three, I don't think. Well, these two, it's gonna be close. I feel like it's gonna be a close selection, but I feel like a Dragon does have an edge because we haven't had like a Yakuza game in like quite a bit. So, um, I will say Like a Dragon is also here. Okay, content creator. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be a big duel between Iron Mouse and Quackity. I will say this right now. Um, I I don't blame both of them getting like the edge here, especially since let's compare real quick. So Iron Mouse real quick, obviously VTuber scene, she's going really well, and with what she's doing right now, she is like she's good. She's good within the game. So same thing with Quackity right now too. Obviously with like the QSMP, that's been going well, and I don't blame him for being on this list. Like honestly, so I'm a little bummed there's no Scott here, but it's gonna be either one of these two. But if I'm gonna be realistically like real here, I feel like people are gonna be voting for the VTuber more, and I feel like that's more like a more I guess safer bet. Not to like kind of like this on the audience and stuff like that, but I within like voting too, that's kind of how it works. I guess, you know. Best esports game. Okay, I know esports. Valorant, League of Legends. I feel like Valorant's gonna have a little bit more of a sweep. League is gonna have like a chance too, but I feel like because of like how the Valorant tournament went this year, I feel like Valorant is gonna have like the edge. So I am going to go with Valorant. I don't know esports athletes, so I am just gonna go for the one that has Valorant in it. So there you go. They're all good though. There's two Valorant teams, esports teams. Okay. Um, I'll go with the one that just won. I will say that. Esports coach, uh, Valorant. Best esports event. I feel like like Valorant. The Valorant one got a lot of like reception. I will say this, and I will say this about Evo. Evo used to be good, but like now like the own like there's all like more championships compared to like the own championships nowadays within like voted for like the own franchise. But I will say this, Valorant is gonna have to take a sweep here. Is that it? Oh, okay. Vote in all categories. Sweet. 5-2 giveaway. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm quite surprised with like the nominees this year. There is a little bit more variety compared to like last year, and I feel like out of like the past few game awards, this one's gonna be a little bit close, and I'm surprised too. Nintendo has gone. There's quite a bit of Nintendo in this, But have a feeling. I have a feeling they are gonna take some of the categories, but I don't think they're gonna take Game of the Year necessarily. It's like it's gonna be close. It's like within the conversation, but then again, it's compared to the last couple like months, especially with like games and stuff. There's gonna be more that are like more voted, mainly because of like the direction of like how the game went in terms of its storyline and the concept of it and all this other stuff. But we will see. We will see in like a month. So yeah, that's my take. Those are my votes. Feel free to comment whatever. What do you guys think of the vote categories and the entries this year? And yeah, I got more content on the way. I do want to make an update video. I want to make. I'm hoping to make it this week, like at least this week, because I know there's. I really do want to get back into like content and like stuff like that, especially since I'm dealing with this the next month. But I do have some stuff coming, and yeah, all you gotta do is just stay tuned. I literally have my Discord, I literally have my Twitter, I literally have my Instagram. Stay tuned for that, and yeah. All right, get out of my sight. Goodbye. I'll see y'all later. Love you.